Welcome back, ladies and gents. This is a spot that we haven't started in before. You might recognise it, but we've never actually been over on this corner this close. What is it? It's the Palace of Westminster, folks. You can see, much as it's a bit of a mushy day, the Union flag flying proudly, which, as we all know, is quite a rarity in this country. One would not think it's the UK that flies this flag, as it's flown so incredibly rarely compared to flags in pretty much every other country in the world, which are highly visible everywhere. In other words, we have almost every other flag flying at some point somewhere except our own. Second, folks, get out of this. Definitely don't want this bunch of boisterous schoolboys to get in the video and be all stupid, which I could see they were just about to, so that was timed very well. Okay, now they've gone, we can turn back. That, yeah, looking lovely, isn't it? I must say. Now, an interesting and odd weekend in different ways. That might give a bit more of a perspective of where we are. Elizabeth Tower, aka Big Ben. Parliamentary Estate. I don't know actually how fussy they are about cameras being stuck through the fence. I mean, I can't actually put it through in the sense that there's not enough space physically to fit it between the railings. It does say that trespass on this site is a criminal offence. I mean, we know that. Hardly surprising. It's also, for any auditors watching, it's a no drone zone. I mean, to be honest though, so is the whole of central London. Yours truly has been giving serious thought, folks, to purchasing a drone. However, having sort of delved somewhat into the restrictions over central London, they are myriad and complicated, mainly because we've got, no, not this lot, I thought it may be guards, but it's not. Mainly because we've got helipad just across the river in Battersea. There is a helipad, and rich and important types are able to fly around, country, estate, central London in their helicopters and land on that helipad. Why is that a problem? Well, because that obviously is a flight route, which means that no drones are allowed. Makes sense. More importantly, drones are also forbidden from flying over Buckingham Palace. Ditto horseguards. Ditto the vast majority of central London, to be honest. So I think a drone purchase is only smart. Oh, I thought they were going to plough these two cyclists straight into the crowd, then they really came to a halt quickly. It's only worth owning a drone if you live outside of those massively restricted areas. I mean, London's not unique. When you look at drone assist, Paris is a mess, Madrid, almost any major capital city is problematic, and understandably, massively understandably. Now, back to the events of this weekend. Oh, what a weekend it was. Just my luck, folks, to be out in the sticks in gloriously bright and sunny Oxford whilst it was all kicking off in London. Now, what I mean by kicking off? Well, two incidents of note, two actually pretty serious incidents of note this weekend. First of all, somebody reporting for a very well-known Northern English YouTube channel, Yorkshire News, was detained and spoken to and had his details requested following an allegation of assault, which actually never happened. Classic example of two-tier policing. If that were not bad enough, very luckily, remember a few weeks ago we met a lovely auditor in a green coat who spoke to us at Horseguards on the same video as the retired lifeguard. That auditor was mistaken for being either undercover police or Antifa or pro-Israeli or anti-Palestine, whatever. And he was, this kid up here, he was massively harassed, surrounded, shouted at, people pushing him and everything else, right outside Horseguards, folks. And you might think, not a problem, loads of police around. Oh, there were loads of police around, but get this. Instead of actually arresting and removing the people that were harassing the auditor, who was doing nothing wrong and wasn't there in any anti-anything sense, instead they used the numbers that they had on Whitehall around Horseguards to effectively kettle by standing around, although admittedly it didn't restrict his movements, to effectively kettle that auditor to make sure that the angry pro-Palestinians couldn't assault him. Hello? Should they not have been arresting the people that were trying to assault him? The world has gone completely bonkers in terms of this two-tier policing, which, to be honest, I just thought it was a bit of a buzzword until quite recently. I didn't actually think it was a real thing, but wow, we've seen it a few times recently. The marches in London, and now this. Luckily, that auditor was wearing a body cam, probably a GoPro or something similar, and he captured all of it. Yeah, he captured all of it. If and when I see him next, I'll ask him if he wants me to shout out his channel. He's a very low-key kind of guy. I like him. I think he's a good person with the right approach. He's very honest, extremely smart, and very knowledgeable of the law as well. So we'll see. I won't drop the channel now because he might not want that. But we've occasionally, I think now 2 or 3 times, I bumped into him out and about. Next time I'll ask him. And if he wants a shout out on this channel, I will gladly give it. So that's what happened, guys, on Saturday. The main reason it really kicked off on Saturday is that there were pro-Israeli, highly visible pro-Israeli and pro-Palestinian protesters out at the same time. And obviously the police had to keep those two groups separate no matter what. That's when it all kicks off. Now, interestingly enough, everything's still closed. Got the barriers, the crossings are closed, everything else. But there are no traffic wardens, traffic marshals. They've all vanished. I don't get it. I mean, like, either it's necessary to have people here advising where you can and can't cross. Actually, we've got a couple here on the quiet spot, yet the busy end, no one there. Doesn't make it. And I really can't figure out central London sometimes because it's highly illogical. In fact, it's often highly illogical. So that was Saturday. Me munching on my avocado and quinoa like a middle-class twat in the middle of the countryside whilst it was all kicking off in London. You know I would have loved to have been there, guys, and you know I would have been right in the middle. But sadly, yep, it happens like that sometimes. One could never have known it would kick off that much, and I bet if I'd been in London it probably wouldn't have done. Now, if that were not fun enough, Saturday night I get a heads up that horseguards would not be opening the next day. Now, thank you to the person that gave me the heads up because I didn't know. So yesterday I was able to enjoy a lie-in and a family day because of that one kind individual that said, hey, don't bother coming down tomorrow, we are closed. So happy Blues and Royals, guys. They pretty much got 2 days off. Horseguards closed early on Saturday because of the chaos. Horseguards didn't open at all yesterday because of St. Patrick's Day, or the St. Patrick's Day parade. Oh great, now we've got properly stuck here. Actually, wait, let me see if I can go around. 1 second. Yeah, so quite the weekend, all in all. I mean, did we miss much? Not really, because even if we'd been out and about, the chance of being in the right spot at the right time when everything went wrong was limited. But the fact that that encounter happened right outside Horseguards, and there were more than enough police to deal with a few extremely aggressive and antagonistic protesters, just shocking that they went for the easy option of cutting off that one YouTuber. And I can relate, because if that had been me, I would have been very frustrated, because it's not fair. You know, if 2 people come along and try and punch me in the face, should I get, kettled, or should they get arrested? According to the law, they should be arrested because it's a criminal offence. So things are very wild in London right now. Now, in terms of the next protest that's coming and when, I actually don't know. It won't be long, I can tell you that. But that I know of, there's nothing on today's calendar. Doesn't mean there won't be. Second, let's get out of the way, this school group. But there could be at some point later. So I guess we'll see. I mean, actually thinking back, last week was a bit of a wild one, wasn't it? Yeah, a week ago, a lot of things went wrong. Oh, still got the Toon Army in London. 1 second. Guys, I remember on the news that it really was like crazy in Covent Garden last night. Were you there, yeah? How many people? Like thousands? Come on, I mean,
that was nothing on the Saturday night. There was more on the Saturday night.
Yeah? Oh, damn it. That's what happens when you're out of London for the week. Missed it all. That's a shame. But good atmosphere. Everyone was like chill and happy, yeah? Wow, amazing. Toon Army. Thanks, ladies. Okay, yeah, so that was... I noticed actually there was a massive celebration. Toon Army, Newcastle United fans, completely took over Covent Garden and had a massive celebration. Great thing to see. Been way too long since we had peaceful, happy, celebratory British football fans celebrating a successful run by one of their teams. So cute. I only stopped there because I noticed they'd given their boy a Newcastle United flag to get a picture as like a little tribute outside Downing Street. Cute, thoughtful, perfect moment to capture, I guess, because not only is it flipping expensive to travel from Newcastle to London, but who knows how long it's going to be before there's another major win and Newcastle fans flood central London. So that, guys, pretty much was that for the weekend. In other words, a very busy weekend, all in all. Now, I'm glad I'm keeping moving because it's cold today. Completely covered up, like, you know, neck covering, gloves, multiple layers, etc. It's taken a turn for the worst again. We're about 5 degrees today, and it's annoying because the rest of the week is going to be bright and sunny, but I think a lot of people are going to get infected. I think germs are going to be running rampant again in this cold weather. I myself, I think I'm pretty much okay. Hopefully be back to normal completely by the end of this week when the warm weather arrives. Not only warm, but I mean bright too. We should be hitting 16 degrees Wednesday, Thursday. So that's something to look forward to, especially as Wednesday we'll see the return of the Blues and Royals. So that's good news. Oh, hold on. Horsey's a little bit trippy flippy. Right, so where are we at? What time is it? Okay, so the lifeguards will have just finished. Changeover's done. Chitsman and Gatesman, both the boxmen, all done. Blues handed over to the lifeguards. Now, that's only just finished. Hence everybody flooding out. This particular trooper will tell people, there it is. See? Straight away, every time when we start our video, I was just about to say this particular trooper is always on it, and there he was. First people on today's video getting told to get behind the line.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Very interesting actually, but kind of predictable. Who's next? I wonder. Can't actually see Colin. I wonder if he's here this morning, or where he is if he is. Horse-wise, guys, I remember the marking actually on his neck, but I can't remember the name offhand, which is slightly frustrating. But hey, I'll leave it to you, lovely people. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Who's that?
Given the numbers here, and there are a lot of people here already actually, bearing in mind this is not the palace lot, this is the pre-palace lot, I think it'll be quite a buoyant morning. Let's just hope we don't have a typical meltdown start to the week. Fun as it is to watch, it's not exactly ideal. It gets a bit predictable. So I'm hoping today will be pretty calm, pretty straightforward, etc. With happy people getting their pictures one by one and moving on to make space for the next tourist or visitor. I mean, there's no guarantee it'll be like that. It's just my idealistic portrait of how it should be. Good to be back though, actually. It feels like I've been away for a week. This being such a regular thing for me that after 2 days off, oh, she's smiling, it feels strange to be back. That kind of holiday feeling, you know, when you arrive back home. Not that this is home, but you know what I mean.
Ja bym mogła to się zimno.
She seems happy.
Od koniec.
Don't you want to touch the horse? Yep, 100% she does. Will she? Nope. No idea which language that was.
Chodźcie.
Is this horse hypnotising the tourists? They seem to stop and admire him immediately. I mean, he's a fine-looking animal, isn't he? There's no doubt about that. It's frustrating me, actually, because that milky leakage down the front of his face is something we've seen so many times, but yet again I'm like, which one is it? I don't know which one it is. We're pretty low on the filter scale today as well, guys, because it's bright in the sense of the light is good, the visibility is high, but it's not sunny yet. But I do appreciate the feedback, people, on the last two-parter, and the consensus was overwhelmingly that we've hit the sweet spot colour-wise, so we'll stick with what we know for the time being. She's like, get out of the way to this lot. Wait, who is she waiting for? The rest of the Bulgarian weightlifting team, I would wager. Old Trooper, probably possibly spy him, just through the gate there, in his bubble hat, keeping warm. I'm actually genuinely surprised that there are people out and about with their necks exposed and no head gear, to be honest. It's just about warm enough. Okay, more people flooding out. Selfie-taking tourists. I can't see yet who's our stableman or woman. Just went back in, but I can't actually see if it's a gent or a lady. Okay, welcome. Red bobble hat. Okay, Chinese lady saying to her mum and dad, get there and don't go in the box. Dad's like, but hey, I've got a bobble hat. I thought that was allowed. No, everyone's happy this morning, actually. Good to see, though. I mean, actually, very good to see. Huge positive, I would say. Horsey is relieving himself. Thank you, everybody who pointed out the difference, because, you know, I am obviously somewhat ignorant of horsey matters, generally speaking. So thank you to those that pointed out the very obvious way to tell if it's a gelding or a mare. That leads me to believe that this beauty is most firmly going for a walk. Most firmly a gelding, based on what we just saw. Now I'm going to look like a proper idiot if I go the wrong way around. But yeah, I mean, I'm reasonably sure. Then again, thinking about this weekend's events, it doesn't surprise me actually that it kind of kicked off more than it would have done before, because Ramadan, long Ramadan, still ongoing. Oh, police officer coming out the gate until the end of the month. So I dare say actually some people were just not happy / hungry, and I get it. Yeah, having fasted myself in previous years, the not eating food is pretty straightforward. The hard part is not drinking. That was an absolute killer. I remember it well. Okay, so I came into the yard because I noticed the tourists are taking it in turns to sit on the bollard. Now she's crouching on the ground, but the two that just left, walking past the camera, had chosen to sit on the bollards. Here's another one. Look, fluffy earmuffs. Where is our gatesman? There he is. It's actually the same gatesman that was here the last time the lifeguards were here, which was Friday. Well, I mean, they left on Friday morning, but, you know, they were here Friday for 1 hour before the Blues arrived. But last Thursday when we were filming, this particular trooper was also the gatesman. Bit murky, actually, over this side. Now, interestingly enough, the Met officers have stopped outside horseguards. Oh, could it be an immigration raid? Are they here to arrest me? I don't know. Why don't we go and find out? Damn it, I wanted to ask them if there's like an operation. They've left, they're walking along the road now. I wanted to ask them if there was a pickpocketing operation or similar, just like before we've seen the police here. Oh, somebody just finished their St. Patrick's Day celebrations, and he's heading home to lie in a dark room. Oh god, same thing again. The horse with the slightly invader-esque, much less of course, invader-esque eyebrows. Yeah, but I don't remember the name. Oh well. Gosh, they're standing far back today. At least I'm not the only one wearing sunglasses when there's no sun. So that automatically makes me feel better. Quite a fair number of people flooding out, to be quite honest, guys. And we're still way too early for palace people. That's another 10-15 minutes until the first of those arrive. The tuk-tuks never used to be so prevalent during the day, but you know, as London slowly declines and we let more trash in, we're seeing more and more of them. It's a pity, actually. I personally think they should all be banned. Oh, yep, broke. Don't worry about the horse, the box, the camera, anyone else. One second, let me move forward a teeny bit. It's suddenly got very busy here. Look, I mean, people all around, quite the squash to be honest. This trooper is a very tall fellow, which makes the horse look very small. The horse is like, yep, he is heavy. He's very tall. A lot of people just stopping and doing still photography behind me. Also looking at, one second, what's going on in the yard? Wait. Got a couple of new faces, I think. Oh. In fact, yeah, there are several new faces in the yard. Also, I will not obviously be filming or mentioning it, if and until there's a conversation. Let's just say some old favourites are here in the yard today. Yeah. Some very much liked individuals are here today. And that's a good thing, because it's been a while since we've seen them, and the fact that they're back over here, even though they're not in uniform, leads me to believe they might return very soon. Wow, look at this dude. Loving those trainers, actually. Look at that. I mean, if he were a cyclist, he'd never need to worry about lights, would he? Crazy. Crazy. I thought that's Patrick Dempsey for a second, the guy on the... He really looks like Patrick Dempsey. Oh, police. Whoa. I'm absolutely guaranteed, just looking behind me right now. Oh my goodness me, the spammers are turning their camera and filming undercover officers, not only as they exit the gate, but as they're walking along Whitehall. These people are just absolutely thick, it's unbelievable. No brain cells at all. Oh, this dude is like, hey, it's my horse. Oh, told straight away to get out of the box.
So is that all of our photos? We've all got pictures? Lovely.
Damn, bro, that's very yellow.
We're just going to go inside the gate here.
Wait, a tour guide? What on earth? I haven't seen her before. The most glamorous tour guide we've ever seen. I thought she was from the US. Second she started speaking, I heard her voice. She's English. Right, here comes the gatesman. Quite a fair number of people, actually. They're all moving out of his way. Look at this. Creating a tunnel of respect. A ton of respect and a tunnel of respect, which I think, to be honest, is what we need to see at the beginning of a new week, is it not? Oh. Well done, Mr. Gatesman, sir. And back in again. Easy peasy. That's the way we like it to be. Now, the changeover That's coming up at noon. Ugh. I mean, lifeguards are back. Highly likely they'll be changing over, double changeover on the hour. So I think, actually wait, let's ignore that for a second. I think, yeah, he's gone back to the arch. I think there's a very good chance that if we're in the yard, we'll get to see it all, people. I think I will go over onto that spot near the corner. That's why I was looking out for Colin, because unless he turns up shortly, we might well have a good clear spot to film from this morning. I think Horsey, to be honest, is not really liking the stench of his own mess. And to be honest, without being rude, Horsey, yeah, it is a bit of a whiffy one. Sorry, I know, I'm sorry. It's not your fault, I get it. St. Patrick's Day celebrations, I understand. A little bit too much beer at the barracks, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so the tourists are already, including Mr. Yellow, I thought that was Kanye for a while, getting themselves into a spot. I myself am not yet. Oh, you know what? It's not going to happen. Look, there's one group already on the corner where I was hoping to go. So we'll figure it out closer to the time that the bell is going to ring. To be honest, anyone that's prepared to get into a spot and wait 10-15 minutes to see what's going to happen, got a lot of respect for that. Fair enough. They're there with their family, they want to see it, and they should rightly have a front row seat when they do see it. Okay, let's walk out and around again. I was kind of thinking we would see quite a few Newcastle fans and St. Patrick's Day stragglers, although that might sound. The reason I was thinking that is that I think a lot of people that came to London this weekend, both for the celebrations on Saturday and then again yesterday, would have come in all likelihood either from Ireland or the north of England, meaning it would have been a weekend in London affair. Crazy as it sounds, guys, it's often cheaper to book a Saturday and Sunday night, in other words 2 nights at a hotel in London, than just a Saturday. Saturday's often a very expensive night of the week. In fact, I think it's the second most expensive night of the week actually, after Monday. So a lot of hotels put on a deal to keep their premises quite well occupied on Sundays. Sunday's the quietest day of the week for London hotels. Oops. Uh-oh. That was unfortunate. Wait, let me ask her if she was going to feed it. I think she was going to actually ask if she could feed the horse. Wait, I'm not entirely certain. 1 second. It was either that or a picture, because the troopers just said you need to be behind the white line. I didn't see her reach for an apple or something else, but let's see if they speak English. Ladies, did you ask them if you can feed the horse, or?
No, I had a picture last year when I just fed it and then my hand with his mouth. That's not possible anymore. That's what happens.
Yeah, because a few months ago they put the box on the ground.
That's
before
new.
There was, yeah, it's new. So last time ladies were here, there was no box. Yeah. So now no one really is allowed to get close, or no one's ever allowed to touch anymore.
Yeah, that's better for the horse. It's, I think, yeah.
Better for the horse, worse for the tourist.
Yeah.
All right. You from Holland, you two?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, it's funny, because there are so many Dutch tourists that visit here. And the reason I find that strange is that the Netherlands is a small country. So it seems that maybe half your country has visited this part of London before. Or every day there are Dutch tourists here. Yeah. But none get to feed the horse anymore, sadly. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's okay, thank you.
Pleasure. Okay, so now we know, folks. Last time she was here, there was no box, and she was able to go right up to the horse and pat and feed Horsey. Not anymore. Those days are over, which is unfortunate. I say it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate in the sense that we all know there were some beautiful encounters between some tourists and the horse. However, they were a teeny weeny micro percentage of the total. In other words, the vast majority were people mauling the horse all over the place. Only solution to that? Blanket ban. Okay, simple, which is what they've implemented. Because if there were not a blanket ban, how would the troopers constantly select who can touch the horse and who can't? Am I right or not? Plus, if we remember, when this all started, there was that issue of of relatives and family members also touching the horse, and that created confusion with the tourists, who then copied them and followed the horse. Ah, damn it. Oh, 2 horses, including the one with sunglasses, look. Yep. Ah, the tourist is saying, yeah, you see the sunglasses. We got a very good view of beautiful Vanessa. Hope I got that right. It is Vanessa. Yeah, it is. I thought it was Pamela. It's Vanessa. The other day, so I'm not so worried about that. This horse is displaying classic Monday morning symptoms, if you see what I mean. He's only got 9 minutes until the end, so hopefully he'll stay settled. And to be honest, actually, I think we will get a picture of him now that I can get in front, because he really is a uniquely beautiful horse. The way that that white line sort of snakes its way down his face, extraordinary. Oh, poked up then, didn't he, when the doors open? Let's hope he doesn't try to escape. We've seen often actually that horses trying to make a bit of a move when they know they can go backward. I'm just going to quickly, very quickly. Oh, trooper's in the box. Oh, the trooper, boxman, just said to his colleague he's a bit stressed out. The horse. Let's have a quick look. Got the number. Just quickly, making sure no one's going to grab my phone. Pull up horse's name. Oi, oi, oi. Now this new phone is hyper fast. Oh, of course I should have recognised it. It's Oman, who we identified at the beginning of last week, didn't we? It was 100% it's Oman. Right, so in the yard, everyone is now being told to move. That is our cue, people. We are going to go into the... it's still very early. 7 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm a bit premature, guys. And that's not a word I like to use lightly. So, we're not going to come into the yard just yet. I'm going to wait till it's last call, as it were. Sorry, I thought for a second, without looking at the clock, that they were coming to tell everybody at the front here to get behind the bollards. That really, the bollards moment, is the last call. And then we'll dash into the yard. That's probably a pretty good space, actually, unless somebody grabs it first. I just don't want to stand there for 7 minutes, guys. It's not worth it. Better that we focus at the front here. So that's Oman at the other end, 100%. Let's grab us an idea on this one. The other beauty. Less markings on the face, but a more mature and wise-looking horse. Probably younger, actually, in all honesty, but I think it's the greying that makes this horse look older. Right, let me see if I can get across a teeny bit. 1 second, let's see. Get the number. Got it. So if horse is going to be happy and look at the camera. I don't think he will, actually. Bit of a grump. Either he wants to have a sleep. You see? Hello? Hello? Okay, I bet in a second when I look at the picture and say his name, then he will gaze at the camera. Okay, this one is... This will be probably the last idea of the day. Legend. Oh great, there we go, look, see, I told you, the second I say the flipping name, he looks at the camera and shakes his head. Legend. What a legend this horse is. There we are. Okay, got some good pictures of Legend. So Oman on the left, and this is lovely Legend about to leave on the right. I say the right, from the front of horseguards, that is. Obviously, he's on the left from the yard side, looking in. Actually, you know what? I'm now reconsidering going in. It's flipping chocker already. Should have guessed this side, forget about it. I mean, the old trooper's kind of doing his best to marshal them over the line, but that's going to be completely full. Part of me thinks it might be fun to get the gatesman coming out, but then I don't know if that gatesman is going to be super vocal or not. So I'm actually thinking to myself, the key space or spot to stand on is going to be just right of the walkway. There are 2-3 girls there now, but let's see what happens in a minute. Still a tiny bit early. Give it a couple more minutes and then we'll head in. Oh my gosh. There we go, that's better. it's this way, I can stand very close to the gate and dash through. It's exactly 4 minutes to. I'm expecting, to be honest, at any moment they're going to tell everybody to start getting back behind the bollards and also back behind the line, but just thinking about the movement, we get the old gatesmen coming out and the new replacements coming from the stable area. So actually the best spot, sorry, it's okay, go ahead. The best spot is not actually where the sign is at the entrance to the tunnel, because that often gets so busy, that corner, that people are pushing, and that's when it kicks off. So yeah, I think I've just inadvertently discovered a new favourite spot. We'll see in a minute. And you've got a couple more tourists who are going to get pictures before the police close it down. I think horse is pretty much ready to go back and have breakfast. Luckily, all the models are posing this side of the horse. Lucky for the moment. Oh, what about this lady, who's very close to being in the box? Trooper's looking at her feet. Right. Bollard time is upon us, folks. One massive group just decided to depart. They're like, we're not standing behind the bollards, we're going home. See? Let's wait till they're a little bit louder with the bollard instructions. At which point, I'll dash into the yard. I still don't know exactly where to stand, in all honesty, but this will be the last group getting a super duper group picture, probably before the changeover. The lady to my right has been waiting patiently for the last 5 minutes to get a picture. I think she's going to miss it. Of course, you will literally be the last ones before they close the gates, so yeah, be quick, ladies. Oops. There we are. Madam, don't go into the box, he just said to this Chinese lady dressed as a lifeguard. Here we are. I am delighted to take a picture of these three lovely ladies with the horse. There's at least 10. Perfect timing, actually. They're about to change over the horses, so you can either watch it from the front here or try and find a spot in the yard here. Yeah, the two new horses will come out of those gates over there, and also then the soldiers standing in the archways will likely also swap over, so like a double change. So yeah, I'm heading in, but good luck finding a good spot. Pleasure. Right, folks, let's head into the yard as I mentioned before. It's a very single line today, but that single line, there's not really anywhere to squeeze myself in. I think what I'm going to do, actually, you know what? I'm going to go over to the far side. That's going to be the better option. Yeah, quickly. Ha ha ha. There we go. Let's hope no one follows me. I don't think they will because it's quite late now and they're just about to do it. But, oh, officer gave me the nod. I feel better now because I was thinking for a second that I might get in trouble because there's no one here. Okay, so we've got the private corner. Ah. Yep, it is the best spot. Yeah. I wasn't even sure it was allowed. Sometimes they're like, no on this corner, but he seemed alright, so, oh, look, we've got some more now coming over.
Yeah, I just saw it. There's a line, so let's go.
Yeah, they'll come out here and walk like right in front, go into the box, so it's a good spot for pictures. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Right, okay, good. So I inspired some others to come over this side too. We've got a good view, folks, and so have the lovely ladies now from the picture. Actually, to be honest, even though there isn't a thick wad of people, during the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to get more and more people arriving through the tunnel. It will be pretty hectic over there by the time the guard change is going to begin. Let's see. Okay, so 2 new horses. Oh, they're shy, look, they don't want to be on camera. Oh, it's Radford again. Radford is the far horse. This horse, not sure, the nearest horse. Clippy Cloppy Radford. Who's the beauty looking at the camera? I remember him because of that massively fluffy blaze. To be honest, I wonder if anyone in HCAV even knows the names of all of the 400 horses. Actually, thinking down the list, I can't remember if it's 200 or 400. God knows. Typical beginning of the week, guys. My brain's still a bit hazy. 400 seems high, but then again, I do remember somebody telling me 400 before. That said, not all of the horses are based in London at any one time, so I'm thinking the entirety of HCAV, including horses based at Melton, up in Windsor, etc., etc. Honestly, I don't remember. Oh, I thought that one was going to have a little moment, but he's good. Oh, flip, well, look at that. He's like, I'm going in first. Going straight in front of Oman. Oh, almost trotting at this point. Oman's like, wait for me. Yep, Legend back in first, followed by Oman. Oh, didn't turn the camera quick enough. There was not a shout, a momentary bit of awkwardness, no shout, but the tourist didn't clear out the way in time. To be honest, I wasn't expecting him to leave the arch that quick. I really wasn't. Okay, we're going to have a nice close-up of them exiting the stable area. I'm zoomed in a teeny bit, like 1.5. Here they are. Bit gloomy, guys. Yeah, the light is not great today, I must say. Visibility is good, but the light level is very low. Oh, we can just spy the swords. Okay, here comes the NCO, non-commissioned officer. In this case, I believe the Lance Corporal of Horse. Oh. That's it, gotta be spick and span. It's those kind of velvety collars actually that attract all the little bits of fibre and junk that floats around in the air here in central London. It's very chill here. Surprised there are no photographers today at all. No one's here. Very curious. I'll definitely be running straight out toward Radford once this is completed, this changeover. I didn't actually see what that Chinese lady did. I was focused too much on getting the picture of the ladies, but I think we caught excuse me, I think we caught that behind those three ladies, so I'll have a look when I get back. Okay, there we are. That's done. Next up will obviously be the replacement gatesman. Just about able to keep all three troopers in the frame. And now we're fully zoomed out again. To be honest, I bet the troopers like me cannot wait for the rest of this week, 15, 16 degrees. I do go on about it, but this winter and the cold weather has been a complete nightmare in all honesty. I've never been as unwell as many times in one year as this year. Oh, wait, the officer's having a word with the tourists about something, no idea what. Didn't look as though anyone got themselves in trouble. Let's leave them to it. And head to the front. So Radders and a tourist army. Look at this. Whoa, here they come. Yeah, see the tunnel got really full, really far back, and now everyone's flooding out into the yard again. Okay, I mean, this is good for us. Right, I can't actually remember which end Radders. Did he go this side, the left, or was he at the other end? He's at the other end. He had to be, didn't he? Oh, yes, he did. Radders, where are you, my friend? So Radders is at the busy end. I say Radford, I flipping hope it's Radford. I mean, he looks cloppy enough to be Radford. I can't even be bothered to get the camera out yet again, but I'll be surprised if it's not. I mean, the white's... Actually, you know what? I'm actually not sure it is Radford. Wait. Some little dude's right in front of me. 1 second. Some little dude right in front. Hold on. There we are. Second we get here, get back. Trooper tells him. No, not you, sorry. I mean the soldier. Sorry, saying I had to get back. Sorry guys, let me just quickly check this. Because... Oh, there's another one in the box. Oops. I mean, he's English, he speaks English. The kid's quite surprising. The problem right now is I've got some people right in front of me, so I can't even see the hoof number. Ah! 1 minute, guys, hold on. I don't want to be all like, oh yeah, it's Radford, only to then realise, you know, but later it's not. 1 second. It's not Radford, it's Holcombe. Ah, you see there, me having my doubts. Thank goodness I checked. Holcombe, guys. The difference actually is that... it's okay, it's okay. You want me to take a picture for you?
No, not speak Spanish.
Ah, Spanish. Ah, okay. No, it's okay, it's
Not
okay.
speak Spanish.
Ni habla español. Oh,
vale.
sorry.
Or speak English here.
Ah, they can speak English, but... Wait, so if they can speak English, why can't you speak English?
You travel?
Say again?
You travel? Or
Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah. Including to Spain.
where are you from?
Here. I'm English.
England?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm a huge fan of Spain. Yeah, massively. Where are you from? Which part of Spain?
Huelva. I'm from Huelva.
I didn't know that. Which is the nearest big city?
Andalucía.
Ah, you are an Andalus. Ah, it's the south, yeah?
Sí, Andalucía. Me ha dicho Andalucía y quería saber dónde está.
I was saying, why he said that you ladies can speak English. So I said to him, why does he not speak English then? If you guys... Ah, so you two live... Ah, okay. So wait, so you're his tour guide? Okay, wow.
Family.
What do you think of this? Amazing, right? Yeah, it is beautiful, that's for sure. Oh, some people well wrapped up actually in the winter kit today. I'm pretty sure that Hermes scarf is not an actual Hermes scarf, if I'm honest. Who's next? Okay, so Holcombe, yeah. I think actually the reason I had a doubt is, correct me if I'm wrong, lovely viewers, but Radders has 4 white socks, does he not? And is a little bit larger or bulky. Holcombe is the closest looking eyebrows-wise to Invader, who we haven't seen for a long time. I have no idea what they've done with Invader, guys. Maybe they included him with Ormond in a 2-for-1 in those negotiations with the glue factory in France. One never knows. Now, people wear more clothing today, which means there's far less pink than we saw the other day. There's still some, but not as much. Oh, pink jumper as well here. In fact, I think I've just got a better picture than the actual photographer taking the picture. Ta-da! Brilliant. That was actually a superb picture. She positioned herself directly in front of the camera, which made for a good shot. That, to be honest, is today's best dressed tourist. Why? Because she's got enough clothes on to keep warm, unlike a lot of people here who are going to get sick and spread their germs. Okay, so people are starting to emerge slowly from the yard. Meanwhile, we've got our first large school group, but the teacher, the reason I dashed through, the teacher, unlike most teachers, was straight in there. Look, she's telling them, morning, all right? I didn't recognise the police officer for a second. The brilliant teacher was straight in there, telling them to get themselves in a respectful position instead of just crowding around. Look, she marched straight in, lined up the whole entire group, which was a wonderful thing. Okay, so the students waving. I got a feeling the teachers are going to give me a a telling off. I mean, maybe not, hopefully not, because I'm not doing anything wrong. Lest we forget, folks, we're not in the European Union. Wait, they're going to wave now. They're going to wave at the camera again, I think. Ta-da! Hey, look at that. I'm pretty sure it's a Spanish group. Very well behaved. Massive respect to the teachers, eh? They completely shattered everything that we knew about Spanish groups. Yeah. You guys are from Spain? Ah, okay. I was just filming because a lot of the time here, when Spanish school groups come here, there's a problem. They kind of upset the guard and stuff, and it becomes a problem. I was just saying to students that, perfect. Some of the Spanish groups that come here get thrown out because they're really rude to the guard. But you guys, like, perfect. Hey, the best Spanish group we've ever seen, guys. Which part of Spain are you from?
From Valladolid, 2 hours north direction from Madrid.
Ah, okay.
So towards the north. Like 2
Amazing.
hours more or less. So it's the center of Spain.
Yeah? What do you think about this, the guards and everything else here? They're pretty amazing to see, yeah?
Good. Things is really hard work.
Yeah? Yeah, definitely, it is hard work. Yeah.
They can smile, they can do anything. So for them it's like really strict.
Yeah, hugely so.
So
Wow.
you should learn from them. In class, you should be the same way.
Yeah, guys, you got a brilliant teacher. Listen to your teacher. She knows what she's talking about. Muchos gracias. Pleasure. Okay, folks, we've just had the nicest ever group who have completely redeemed the whole of Spain, okay, in their attitude and behaviour here at Horseguards. Amazing. I'm sure you'd all agree, in fact. That was one of those moments, just like when we spoke with that Israeli family, one of those moments that changes everything. Okay, 100%. Massive respect to the teacher and her students. Incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. That is a little episode, as it were, that should be shown. Hold on, just like this one. Look at this. They're not normally allowed to do that. That's surprising. He actually agreed for a picture with the Chinese tourist. I was surprised to see it. I thought normally you guys are like, nah, like you're not allowed to do it or whatever.
As long as I can still see what's happening.
Fair enough.
Because I can see my mate over there, so as long as I can see and it doesn't distract him, then it's not a problem.
Good thing to see.
Somebody that tall, you can't have a photo taken because it just doesn't look good.
It's a good point, actually. Plus, I guess if one person sees it and a whole bunch of others come over and form a queue, it's going to be a problem, isn't
Well,
it?
then I'd just move. And then they get a hint.
Perfect solution.
Exactly.
He's always charming, actually, that particular officer. Lovely guy, very experienced. He's been here a long time. So I think this is why he takes a slightly more relaxed approach. Good point. Too many people waiting for a picture. I'll just move and disappoint them all. Okay, so we're at this end. I don't remember, folks, which horse this is. I know I should, but I don't. So I'll defer to all of you, as always, for the ID. Oh. Bubble hat in the house, London. Lots and lots of Spanish speaking tourists today. To be honest, actually thinking about it, I might be missing something here. The Nigerian group were exceptionally amazing as well, and their teachers. She was actually the nicest single teacher we've ever spoken to, that Spanish lady, in 2 years of filming here at Horseguards. I think you'd all agree. Amazing. Oh, Chico's flipping. Oh, this guy's going to hit his head on the top of the box. If he were on the other side, his head is pretty much the same height as the top of the beware sign. Whoa. If I gave him my camera and he lifted it up high, we'd get super close pictures of Mars. In fact, we'd be able to see the lunar surface. Who's next? This lovely lady. Oh, there we are. Smile of the day here on the left. The look of delight on the face of some people that they can't hide their pleasure at seeing the horse. But that teacher using the guard as an example of what hard work or what constitutes hard work for her students. Incredible. I thought teachers like that didn't exist. Even here in the UK, very, very rarely do we get teachers that are so logical and simply straightforward in their thinking and ability to relate simple life lessons to their students. Right, MOD officer was right in front of the guard. That was super close. Here he comes. Oh. Yikes. Actually, wait, let me get out of his way in case he's going to come over this way. If he turned this way quickly, then that would have been me getting owned on other people's videos. Oops. Okay. I'm actually glad that that's done, as it were, because now we don't need to think about the yard for at least the next 15 minutes. So let's try and focus on the horses. Just deciding which end, actually. Holcomb instinctively. Actually, wait, where did the Chinese tour groups go? Oh, they're at this end. There are not many here, but they're often the funniest to film because some of the interactions with the horse can be very awkward. Not a single raised voice actually in the yard today, even during the changeover. Very, very, very straightforward changeover. Oh, twice behind me, outside the white line. Oh, this dude looked casually strolling through the box, complete with luggage. Might as well know. I think he's going to check in his penthouse suite of raffles, ready for a little swim and stuff before lunch. Oh, here we are. Look, it's a Burberry store. It's a pop-up Burberry store on the ride. I don't really like using that word store. We say shop here, but it's becoming more and more and more normalised. Actually, hold on. Pink bobble hat hasn't read the rules. She's like, Holcomb's like, do not put your germy hands on me, no matter what. Trooper is really, really side-eyeing her. Look, I pulled the horse away. Oopsie, owned. Oh, officer's about to arrest pink bobble hat then. That was very subtle, wasn't it? It was basically the trooper thinking, you know what, why even bother to say anything? Let's just move the horse out of the way. Problem solved. Instant problem solving. Good to see that, actually. Because she was going to go for the touch. We know she was going to go for the touch. She was enamoured. Okay, who's up next? Can't see. Moving back a teeny bit. Looking into the yard. Also interesting approach by the officers spreading out today. Often the two officers at the front are next to one another. They just decided to spread out. One thing that is actually absent, I've just noticed, in fact, today. Oh, walk straight through the box. Tour groups that hasn't been yet. Actually, wait, there was one for that changeover on the line just to the left through the gate. But that normal surge of tour not happened. Same with the photographers. None of them. I didn't just mean Colin and Charlie. I mean a lot of the familiar faces that we see, or that I see here off camera. Not a single person taking pictures professionally this morning. Very curious, because normally, beginning of the week, it is chocker because it's a guard change day. Now, I'm assuming it's not a long guard today. I say assuming because I arrived after the change had finished. I didn't see or hear a trumpeter, and therefore I'm concluding it's a regular guard. Which, to be honest, is actually quite unusual for a Monday these days. King tends to be in London at the beginning of the week. Hold on a second, this is weird. This is just odd. Going to walk straight in the box, or straight through the box. I thought it was going to go straight up to the horse then with the phone and get told to get out of the box. Oh, hold on. Some people dress very suspiciously, no? That's just odd. I can't even tell if it's a lady or a gent. or whether they're shooting a new episode of Robin Hood. Oh. Complete with cycle helmet. Interesting, unique approach, I guess. Why not? If my voice breaks shortly, guys, it's only because I'm struggling to contain the tears at the realization that this video is almost at an end. However, tomorrow, bright, glorious sunshine. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Bright and glorious sunshine, which means yours truly will do his absolute best to be outside. Yes, that's right. Better to focus on the sunshine whilst it's here. Who's next? I think I might get a teeny bit at the other end. Let's just see what happens here. There are a lot of people around, but they're just choosing to stay at the same distance that I'm at, pretty much. Not hearing a lot of coughing and sneezing and sniffing this morning, which is good. Oh, that was a lady then. Very, very nice ponytail this gent has got. Look. Who's next? Anyone? Someone? No one? Oh. It's the Cycle Helmet Brigade. Is it National Cycling Day or something in the UK? There's got to be some. Look, the whole group have got cycling helmets, but no bikes. Oh, he's back again. He is just in the box, but I think the trooper's going to let it pass. Is it worth screaming? Not really. I mean, he's not doing any harm, I guess. He's looking for Maria. That could be problematic, actually. Arriving at horseguards and shouting at Maria is a bit like going to an IT conference and shouting out Nigel. In other words, you're going to get like 50 people running forward. Hey, it's me. Yes, I'm Maria. I'm Nigel. We've got more Marias actually here at horseguards today than in the whole of the Andalusian region. Back to the pink theme. Okay. Perpendicular to the horse. Interesting. Interesting idea in terms of posing. Who's next? Okay, here's a second tour guide of the day with the yellow flag and a camera clutching group of, I think, looking at the group, I think they're Americans. One is a Los Angeles jumper. Ta-da! No, you might be surprised, folks, that we haven't had a single protester, demonstrator, marcher, not one single piece of noise. Oh, this lady on my left is in the box. Completely in the box. Thoroughly in the box. But not any longer. Hold on. There's me edging back. Now I need to edge back forward. I swear I saw her fight Hulk Hogan at one point. This female wrestler on the right, no? It's that headband and the long hair. Yep, definitely remember her bouncing off the ropes in the ring. See, look. You all know that pro wrestling move. That's like, don't get back up, otherwise I'm going to knock you down again. Oh, somebody, foolishly, has forgotten their scarf. I'm going to mention that to the police, just because... Oh, is it hers? Wait, 1 second. No, I don't think it is. Let's wait a minute, see if this lady takes it. Just because there could be something wrapped inside it. Yeah, there could be. I mean, it probably isn't, but you never know. Plus, it will, I dare say, go into lost property, if they even have that here. Notice it, guys. Yeah, that Burberry scarf. In fact, I'm quite tempted. I wonder if it looked good with my outfit. Massive school group arriving. That's my moment to move. I mentioned someone's left a Burberry scarf wrapped around the fence just on that side. Yes. Okay.
pack of sausages if you want.
I was just wondering, maybe something's inside it.
Someone's left some buffet sausages on that side just to match it up.
Wait, what? The sausages where? Like on the floor? In
They're
there?
in a box on the side.
I bet the horse can smell them, but obviously can't eat them. Wait, so someone's left a box of sausages. Wait, where are the sausages? That's incredibly odd, actually. Where's the sausages? I don't know if he said they'd left them or they're still here. I can't see them. Or did he mean in the yard? I don't know, actually. I have no idea. Very curious. Oh, the lady in yellow is back, along with the lady in red. Oh, I can't see the sausages. That would be super odd if somebody left a box of or a pack of sausages here.
Sorry.
It's okay. That said, guys, a horse would not be interested in it, would he? Horses wouldn't, would he or she? Horses don't eat sausages. I mean, maybe they would if they were Linda McCartney vegan sausages. But generally speaking, I don't think that that they would eat sausages. Oh, back to the pink theme. It's super pink. Pink, 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 pink. Plus glasses. Damn, folks, we're only a couple minutes from the end. I can't believe it. Who will be the lucky final tourist in today's video? Will it be this bro? Call him Dollar Man. Or Dollar Bro. He's definitely not 50 Cent. Annoyingly, actually, there's a lot of people now coming through the tunnel again into the yard. And notice there's a lot of dust being kicked up over on the parade. I wonder if either a horse left, possibly an officer, or whether it was a vehicle. Oh, he's back. Fiddy's back. 50 Cent. Or $50.
And you make him mad. Alright, I got one.
Actually pretty funny, to be fair. Whether he sort of sheepishly walked away from the horse. Right. We've got a luggage family who've just arrived, complete with all of their... Didn't see you for a while.
Yeah, well, it's been low season, hasn't it? How you been doing? You good, man?
Pretty good. It's funny, actually, because a couple of the tour guides the other day said that it's starting to get really, really booked up.
Certain days, so
Yeah.
sort of midweek or Friday and Saturday, really busy. But Monday, Tuesday,
No?
yeah, nothing usually. But
I think this summer's going to be a crazy one.
it's going to be. It's
For
going
you
to.
guys and here generally.
I reckon so. One of my companies is already booking me up as much as possible for June.
Got to make the hay, you know, while the sun is hopefully
Well,
going to
yeah,
shine.
Well, I work for several companies. When I'm not doing this, I do bus tours. I also do Jack the Ripper tours. I'm doing a Natural History Museum tour tomorrow.
Oh, flipping off! So a bit of everything, yeah.
But yeah, well, Natural History is my first one doing that tomorrow, but it's a school group, so it's a good one to sort of start off with. But yeah, I'll be back here pretty much every day during the summer months, as you wait.
Yeah, it's already starting to get really packed. Last couple of weeks when the sun was out, it was like peak summer.
Buckingham Palace
Crazy.
was bad today. It was
Yeah.
really bad down there today. Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. But you know, we roll with it.
I mean, we choose to be around, don't we? So at the end of the day, it is what it
It's
is.
our home and it's our living. What can I say?
Yeah.
Anyway, you look after yourself, mate.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, another one of the very popular tour guides, folks. He's a lovely gent as well, very kind and very professional. Okay, so I guess it's a good thing that the tour guides already are aware that it's going to be a very busy summer and they can manage the numbers, because at the end of the day, much as we talk about it getting so busy that there's not enough space, that won't happen unless there are lots of new tour guides in addition to the existing tour guides. And I don't think there will be, because the London tour guide market is already incredibly competitive and incredibly well populated. So I think the existing groups will get a teeny bit bigger, but they won't actually get, massively bigger, because at the end of the day, at least the English tour guides don't typically like to use megaphones that I've seen. So how are they going to be talking to groups that are 100 strong? They're not. Too much noise here, especially at the weekends. Okay, we might go a teeny bit over. Actually, you know what? We're not going to go over at all. I'm going to use this Kingsguard meets Spammer as the closing shot in today's video, ladies and gents. And there it is. Bingo. Straight on, exactly 70 minutes. I was hoping we'd just finish before it, but never mind, it is what it is. I didn't want to stop the camera because I knew that if I did, the trooper would obviously go over and talk with one of his colleagues. It's still... Oh, somebody just gave the money. The policeman also said that somebody gave put a box of sausages for this horse as well. The horse wouldn't even...
That's dangerous, man.
It's just weird.
I mean, food is alright, but
But the horse wouldn't even eat the sausages, so it's just like... actually, would it? I don't know, I didn't see. I couldn't even see the sausages, but he said, yeah, somebody gave some sausages. Very odd day. Okay, so apparently, guys, we just had some money donated to this particular trooper who I can't quite see. Instinctively, I think it's a lady trooper. It is a lady, sorry. Yep, now she turned her head. I can see it is a lady trooper. Wanted to be certain before mentioning it. So somebody just gave her some money. But let me see if I can... Do you see what it was? It was like a £10 note or a £20 note?
yeah, you know what he told me. I was inside. No, on the cycle scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Cycle and missed it.
It's happening a lot though, no? They're going to start getting rich with all this money being thrown around. Okay, so yes, guys, more money in the boot. However, that's happening so frequently now, just like people grabbing the reins before, that it's not that much of a big deal, to be honest. It is odd though how that's becoming much more acceptable and typical. I think I'll keep rolling for a little bit longer because we've already shot over time anyway, and we've got... Oh, 1 second.
And everyone suffers after.
I'm listening intently because you are absolutely spot on. Yeah, that was part of the problem. Yeah. People acting up for TikTok lives.
And it ruins it for
Yeah.
everybody in the future. They say, what can we do to protect these horses and these men from the stupid people? So now they've done this. Sorry, are you filming?
I am, but it's not live. Don't worry, it's fine. It's interesting that you say that because that also had the effect of stopping almost everyone. There were a lot of people here that used to live stream. Now almost nobody does. So that's a huge upside to them putting the box there as well. Everyone benefited, no? Keeps people away from the horse. So it's all good. Stand back a teeny bit, folks. This lovely tour guide with her private group. That was quite interesting, actually. Really good to hear. She wasn't entirely correct. I mean, the box wasn't only put down a month ago. It's been here for more than 6 months. However, she was correct in the sense that there were way too many people acting up for reaction videos, either in someone's live or just to get on video, whether it's on YouTube or on a live stream, etc. But it's a very fair point, and we've definitely seen a huge decline in the level of extreme idiocy that we were experiencing here very regularly just a year ago. You know, it's pretty much been obliterated. So in that respect, the upside to the horses not being touched has also been reduction in the number of idiots and those live streaming. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I don't actually know of any. Okay, there is one obviously, but that's his problem. Other than that one, there are very few people here except the little midget brigade who actually do live stream. We shut down Spamdullah, he's gone. No more live streaming, etc. His silly little spammy live stream channel is pretty much dead. That's a huge upside, and a few others as well that also kind of got the message that live streaming, just in case something dramatic goes wrong, and it did 2 weeks ago, didn't it, when the horse fell over? If that had been during a live stream, that would have been exactly why it would have escaped and been all over social media. And I don't remember if I did actually mention before why I became massively opposed to live streaming, having previously done it myself and been in favour of it. But some of you are aware that there was an incident roughly a year and a half ago where one of the horses collapsed in the box and the trooper fell to the ground. Luckily on that day, I was the only person there and the only person that filmed it. But I thought to myself, you know what? If that happened again, and it got spread all over the place from my footage, I'd be very angry. I would never publish it, but I couldn't stop other people that had screen captured or taken a little video of my video from publishing my footage all over Facebook. That's why I personally do not intend ever to be live streaming in this area directly over the horses, because if they fall, or God forbid, worse, and in that case it was worse because that horse later passed. You all know the story of Kaiser anyway, so it's not a secret, I'm not telling you anything new. Kaiser, that horse that had the accident, passed some weeks later. He was old, but it was still a very upsetting thing to witness. But that footage, I mean, obviously I have it, but it will never be published ever anywhere. A lot of the troopers asked for it, and I happily send it to those that I know. But yeah, it's not a nice thing to see people. Things like that. Look, Holcomb's agreeing with us. Things like that do not need, in my opinion, to ever be shared. Holcomb, do you agree? I think he does. Yeah. They don't need to ever be shared on social media of any kind, and certainly not for any kind of monetary gain. Despicable, in my opinion. Anyway, that brings us comfortably to the close. We did go over, but it was a glorious day to be back, actually. Yeah, I will not be forgetting that incredible Spanish teacher ever. I think in future I might keep a little clip of that on my phone, so that in future when we get very disrespectful clown-like teachers here, we can show them that little clip and say, you know what, that's what a teacher is supposed to be like. Informative. Oh, she's delighted, little Miss Greencoat. These will be our last couple of tourists, folks, before I finish up. Otherwise this video won't appear until probably Friday, and I'd like to publish it the day it was shot, i.e. today, Monday. So that's it. People, we're at the end. It's a wrap. Huge numbers here, look, still. I think we'll give a closing shot to Beauty with the Blaze at this end, because we still didn't actually get a shot of this horse looking right into the camera. Given how beautiful that blaze is, there we are. That's our closing shot. Happy horse and lady trooper. Oh, the horse is like, welcome back, everybody. Look, he's getting a bit shy now. Ears are twitching. Brilliant. Back soon, people. Bye for now.